We're still waiting to hear from Sydney Sweeney. I'm ready for the white lady tears. I never meant to hurt anybody. Where you at, girl? Get ahead of this. Because we looking at you. Yeah, you got some good genes. But they're not the best genes. You feel me?
Hi, I'm Sydney Sweeney, and I'm from Spokane, Washington. I can work as a local hire as well, though, and I'm available for the American Eagle Jeans campaign shoot.
Profile and hands, please. Thanks. We'll be in touch.
Sydney Sweeney has very keen.
Next.
Boy. So we got to follow up on the liberal outrage over the viral Sydney Sweeney has great genes ad campaign from American Eagle. Okay, that, in my opinion, has been wildly successful for American Eagle. Okay, they're showing the world that America is back. Okay, we love traditional advertising. Okay, we don't want woke advertising, and basically corporate America is responding to the fact that conservatives are now winning the culture war, right? That is what is happening. Okay, hopefully this country is getting a little bit of common sense, right? And when that happens, leftists go crazy. Okay, they lose their minds, and they've been losing their minds over this Sydney Sweeney has great genes ad campaign for the last 3 days straight. And they've been demanding apologies because this is how entitled the left has become. They feel like they're owed an apology, right? Sydney Sweeney made the mistake of being a white girl with blue eyes in a commercial about jeans, right? She made that mistake, right? That is a unforgivable sin for these leftists.
Y'all are just upset because she's a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white girl. That's it.
Yes. Because the last time I was afraid for my life and my rights because a black supremacy group took over my country was never.
If the same commercial was done with somebody who was any other color but white, y'all would be praising her for this.
Bitch, I was going to walk away from this conversation. Then your fucking video came across my feed. Now I actually have to fucking say something. So here the fuck we go. Do you understand that any discussion surrounding eugenics outside of the theoretical or the historical is a red flag for a fascist society? And make no mistake, this is joking about eugenics. Yes, genes and genes are homophones. And yes, they are making a joke about the fact that JEANS are superior by comparing them to Sydney Sweeney, who is a subjectively attractive person, by saying that her genes, GENES, are superior. Do you understand that anytime anybody says that their genes are superior, that is eugenics?
And they're demanding an apology. They're owed an apology from Sydney Sweeney. Turns out that American Eagle and Sydney Sweeney as well too have basically decided to tell the haters to kick rocks, right? To kick rocks because they have responded and they're not issuing an apology. The apology, the statement reads, Sydney Sweeney has great genes, is and always was about the genes. Her genes, her story, will continue to celebrate how everyone wears their AE jeans with confidence their way. Great genes look good on everyone. Yeah. So I can tell you, there were a lot of marketing people that crafted this statement into perfection, right? Because they are very respectfully telling the liberals to kick rocks, right? F off. Okay. We don't care. We do not apologize, right? They're not apologizing. They're basically standing 10 toes down on what they did, right? On their advertisement. And leftists are losing their minds over the fact that they are refusing to apologize. Take a look.
This is American Eagle's response to the Sydney Sweeney situation, and how I read this is, we think you guys are really, really dumb, and we don't feel the need to even try. Because they're not trying. The entire ad was a double entendre, so the point of the ad was that it wasn't just about the genes. It looks like they made this based on like a different commercial, but they didn't. They made it based on an ad about a double entendre. And here's the thing. They're calling you stupid. They could have just said, we think you're stupid, period. People are going to prove them right. Yeah, I already have seen it. I saw somebody say, I think this is a great response. Right, like a lot of people are as stupid as they're blatantly saying they think they are. But either way, if you think this is a valid response, I don't know. I don't have any nice words to say at your level of critical thinking or analysis, because it wasn't even required to understand that the ad was not about jeans. And this is a ridiculous response by American Eagle.
So I'm one of the people that said American Eagle knew exactly what they were doing, and this response proves my point completely. This response honestly kind of annoys me so bad, even though I know they knew what they were doing, but to just completely dismiss it and to like gaslight everyone as they are crazy and not trying to literally promote eugenics is insane. Especially the line that says we'll continue to celebrate how everyone wears their AE jeans with confidence. You didn't celebrate how everyone wore your jeans. That's the whole point. You were saying Sydney Sweeney wearing your jeans is exactly what you want. The fact that she's blonde hair, blue-eyed, and skinny is what you wanted. That's who you were celebrating, which is everyone's whole point. Or the fact that they say it is and always was about the jeans, her stories, like just completely ignoring the fact that they chose to use the word jeans because it also has the double meaning of jeans with the G-E-N-E-S, and they chose to do that because they're playing on the fact that it's not just her jeans that they like, it's the literal way she looks and presents in the world. I just feel like they're literally gaslighting us with this response, and I knew they would stand 10 toes down. I just thought there would at least be like some kind of, oh, I'm sorry, we didn't mean to do that, but there wasn't even that. They literally are just playing in our face.
This is what they hired a crisis management team to create. At least, like, play along and pretend like you want to stay in business. They said Sydney Sweeney has great genes. Is and always was about the jeans. Yes, American Eagle, gaslight us like you didn't spell out the word G-E-N-E-S, and that was not what your slogan was. Her jeans, her story. Her story where? There was no story. We'll continue to celebrate how everyone wears their AE jeans with confidence their way. Great jeans look good on everyone. Yawn. I would have said we've heard the feedback on our recent campaign and we understand that the messaging was harmful. We recognize that the slogan's wordplay could be interpreted differently than intended. While it wasn't our intention, we take responsibility and apologize for the impact of the messaging. We're committed to doing better. We're reevaluating how we shape our messaging to ensure that it uplifts without ambiguity. We're grateful for the conversation this sparked.
So American Eagle just put out a statement about the Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ad where she is doing that double play on words like jeans and really like it's Nazi propaganda and talking about eugenics. So I'm going to read it to you. It's actually kind of weak. So Sydney Sweeney has great genes, is and always was about the genes. If it is and always was about the genes, why would you start having Sydney Sweeney, first of all, laying down, zippering her jeans in a very overly sexualized manner, but why would you say genes are passed down from parents to offspring, determining X, Y, and Z? Like, why would you start it if it's always about the genes that you wear as opposed to the genes that are your genetic makeup? Her genes, her story, those were not her genes. Those didn't even fit her. They did not even fit her. They were not her genes. Next. We'll continue to celebrate how everyone wears their American Eagle jeans with confidence their way. You mean the white people that you were catering to because your entire marketing team is made up of white women? I don't know who your partner was in this because you've had multiple partners in this campaign, probably the same people that filmed it and whatever, but guaranteed they did not put this in front of any audience that was not of diverse background. This is why DEI is important. Thank you so much. Great jeans look good on everyone. No comment there. This is weak. Anyway, American Eagle is doubling down on their Sydney Sweeney American Eagle Nazi propaganda eugenics ad, so we are still boycotting them. We will be boycotting them. The only people that want American Eagle jeans are racists and MAGA.
Yeah, so the hate is real. The hate is real. But I think that American Eagle responded the right way. Okay? They told the haters to kick rocks. We're not going to apologize. And they're going to be mad about it, right? But if American Eagle would have bent the knee, right, if they would have apologized, then they would have pissed off all of the people that now are supporting the brand, right? So, you know, once you go down this road, there's really no need to apologize, right? I mean, they didn't do anything wrong. It was a wildly successful ad, and leftists can be mad, right? They can boo-hoo, whine, and cry about it, but ultimately at the end of the day, that ad definitely probably is going to help out American Eagle. And the woke are just upset that they're losing, okay? And another sign that they're losing is that American Eagle is refusing to back down. They're refusing to apologize for the ad, right? Despite the liberal backlash, despite all the whining and crying, racism, eugenics, right? American Eagle says, we don't care, right? Your tears do not affect us. And this is exactly how companies should handle the mob. Never bend the knee to the mob, okay? Because once you bend one knee, then they're going to make you bend the other knee. And when you're on both knees, then you got a mouthful, okay? And you don't want that, okay? That is how people destroy themselves and become slaves to the mob, right? That is what happens, okay? So they want you on both knees, okay? They want you to apologize. They want you to be submissive to their agenda and what they want. And if you're not, then they're going to try to cancel you. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you can't be canceled if you never gave a damn in the first place, right? That is the key. The key is not to care. And that's what this response is. This response is, we don't care, right? We don't care. And liberals, again, they're going to cry about it, but eventually they're going to get over it, right? They're going to get over it and they're going to move on with their lives, okay? That's what's going to happen. Their miserable lives, eventually they're going to move on. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.